Okay.
All right. Hey, Chris.
Hey,
So
Todd.
your task today is to pretend that you are in front of our chamber members at the annual business breakfast. Are you?
Absolutely. So I just say welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here today to enjoy this Zoom with Todd and I in regards
What's for
to
breakfast? What's for breakfast?
breakfast. We had, well, I don't even know what to say what we had for
Okay.
breakfast
All
because
right.
we're not really having breakfast, but just look forward to having this little discussion. And I missed the fact that we're not able to get together with everyone, and hopefully this COVID thing will be a thing of the past for next year's event. So looking forward to that.
Yep, I agree. You know what I want to start by doing, Chris, if I can? I just want to applaud our business community for persevering. What a year, but, just thank you. And I applaud everybody's hard work, dedication. Frankly, I can't even imagine how difficult this has been for many of our businesses here in the community. But I don't know. I'm sure you feel the same, Chris.
Absolutely. I mean, the different things that they're having to approach COVID with, trying to get their product out to market, trying to interact with people in any way that they can, other than in person. It's obviously been a challenge, and there's been steps that our government has taken, as well as our residents, to make things better, or at least palatable for most businesses. So my kudos to all of them for enduring what they've had to this last year.
I mean, business people are the biggest risk takers, but take those risks in the midst of tremendous unknown of a pandemic. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for your perseverance.
Absolutely.
Well, what do you usually kind of give an update, Chris, at these things on what's shaking in the village's development community?
Yeah,
Right?
so let's get that big gorilla off our back right off the bat here with regards to Hy-Vee. And
Oh yeah, that's a
Hy-Vee
big
is
one.
coming. That's been something that we've had a lot of questions about. Hy-Vee absolutely is coming to Wanakee. They've been in contact with us. There's been some things with COVID, redesigns of their buildings and their construction schedules that have just backed them up. Fully intending to come here still. We've had our conversations with them, Todd. It's just a matter of the situation, but they fully intend to be here. And it looks like right now, 2022.
Is when they would start
Correct.
their construction.
Correct.
So the other thing that we expect, and we've been told by them, is that they're definitely making changes to the physical inside and to some extent outside of the building. So somewhere over the course of this season this year, we're going to be seeing some revised plans presented. So I expect that that'll be a really good time for everybody to see, what these changes might mean, and then sort of kind of get re-energized about the project. So I expect that in the next however many months.
Absolutely. And we talked about the businesses persevering and everything through COVID. We've had a very large manufacturer move into our community, in Dean Manufacturing. So we'd like to welcome them. They'll be one of our largest manufacturers, as I said. But we've also seen growth with some of our businesses, Tent Trendy now moving from their location into a new location, Octopi Brewing expanding, and then welcoming new restaurants. And by the way, I'm probably going to miss a few things here. So for those who I missed, I apologize up front for that. I'm doing the best I can with mentioning a few of you. So Buck and Honey's and Asian Garden coming into Wanakee as new restaurant options during this time. Obviously, restaurants have suffered the most. So the fact that we had two that opened their doors during COVID is very, very encouraging. Then you look around the community at our housing development, Heritage Hills, which is the Viridian subdivision that's coming in on the eastern side of the village.
Well, yeah, you want me to bring up a map,
Sure.
Chris, or well,
Sure.
And even before I do that, can I just jump before you go to housing? Can I jump back to business development?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
It is, when I look at our business park, here's a map provided by Newmark Grubb Knight Frank. I think that's what they're called, Newmark Knight Frank. When I look at our business park here, can you see my hand moving around,
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Look at all those sold properties. This one property here is under contract. There's an article in the Tribune just this week about a new business that's coming here. They're moving over from St. John's properties and they're expanding here. I think that's called the robotic automation. can't remember exactly the name, but so octopi expanding here and here, and this lot right here, I believe, is now under contract. Chris, I don't even know if I mentioned that to you. And we're left with really sort of this sort of unusual lot. It's on, crazy topography, but then these areas that are really sort of unimproved, and we've been looking at how best to design a street to come through here someday and make these developable. But all in all, you're looking at probably 20 less acres of developable space remaining in inventory in our park.
Which is pretty amazing, as the park was kind of sitting stagnant for many years, and it has absolutely picked up at this point. That we're seeing that growth in there. And one of the things that we'll probably be undertaking as a board in the coming months to years is where that next portion of a business park may go to. So that's something that people will be wanting to watch carefully. So
so you were
else for us to
transitioning to
consider.
some housing stuff?
Yeah, so the housing stuff I was bringing up was first the Heritage Hills, which is coming online. They're going to be developing that over the next 7 to 10 years. That's the parcel that's going to be across from, Renew Air. The old Breinig Farm is where it's located. So we'll see that continue throughout the remainder of 2021 and then on several years, as I said. So
Yeah, maybe not Renew Air as much as it's right across from Nord Gear, SPL, Anytime Fitness, those properties. Yep.
Exactly. Right at the corner of Division and Main.
You can actually see
moving
some
up.
of the roads sort of laid out in there already.
Sure. So that's the first one to bring up. Then we have Arboretum Village, which is the next phase over in section of town. Can you move over there, Todd?
I am. Can you see it?
Not yet. So there.
Really? What do you see?
Now I do. So
Okay.
you're it just was slow with probably loading. So Arboretum Village is coming on, and that'll be another subdivision that's over on the east side of the community. Looking forward to that one as well. And I know roads are in, probably close to starting with new houses at this point. Then we have some of our other subdivisions continuing, obviously with our Kilkenny.
This is really old satellite. Sorry about that. Google should get new images.
Sure.
But yeah, Kilkenny finishing out all around here.
Yep, that's one. Westbridge, same thing. That would be over there with that development. So, and then there's a smattering of different, developments that are happening where they're smaller scale. Westview Meadows last edition is going in. First house, I think, is up in that area. So we
That's
do have
just north of intermediate school.
Correct.
Yep.
Right across from it, actually, if you think of going across Woodland Drive. So those are some of the housing developments we have, some of the businesses we have developing, and we've been talking about a community pool for some time now, and that those talks will continue. COVID definitely put a little bit of a brakes on that one for obvious reasons. So, I do continue to want and support having a community pool for Waunakee, and those discussions will be upcoming.
Good stuff, Chris. Usually Ellen tells us we get 5 minutes. I think we did 5 minutes here, didn't we?
I think we did 5 minutes. We might even be over. I don't know. But the one positive thing going for us is Tom Wilson usually talks, and he usually takes 10. So we're probably still well under his. So all good to go.
He does usually do that. You're right. But the one thing I want to encourage people to still do is if anybody ever is curious about what's shaken in town, what's new, what's changing, what's different, what's going in there or here, you're welcome to call us or contact us. There's super easy ways to do it. On our website, if you go to waunakee.com, there's an Ask Anything right in the middle of the screen. It says Ask Anything Waunakee. You're like one click and you can type in your question, and Village Hall staff will get it to the right person to get you an answer. Call Village Hall, email us, but we're eager and always willing to help answer questions, so everybody has the facts at their fingertips.
Absolutely. Reaching out, finding information from local officials or our staff, the best way to go. You're going to get an answer as best we can provide it. And mostly, I would say they're always going to be accurate information for what's up to date at that point. So I agree with you, Todd. Reach out both on our website as well as to any of our staff for that matter.
Super. All right. Well,
with
anything else,
that, I'm just
Chris?
going to say thanks everybody for all you do for the community, the chamber, everything involved, and let's have a great remainder of 2021. Thanks.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.